bottom, sides, back without the handles themselves. If I put side to side right now, the comparison, I think you're in for a treat. So this is the bag after. I'm renovating my vintage Chanel. I almost had a feeling that I ruined the bag yesterday. See, when you stay into a video till the end, you get all the juices. If you skip through, you don't. It's born in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s max, and look at the quality. By the way, you guys, I'm currently taking again Saxenda, which is like Ozempic and Wegovy and all of these viral things. I've got this bag a while ago. There was an unboxing video I had. This bag, I got it from Rebel, that is now moved to vintage. If you are following me on Instagram, I've shown I haven't worn this bag in a while because I needed to renovate it, but I didn't have the chance for a long time, and now I do. As you can tell, the leather looks much better than when I received it a while ago, because I cleaned the leather and conditioned it and stuffed it so that it looks newer. But as you can see, the leather from the sides, from the bottom here, is heavily stained. It's in deep need for coloring. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I will reconstruct this bag completely. I did the cleaning for the leather and conditioning, left it stuffed so that the leather gets smoother again, puffy again, so that when we color it, it looks 10,000% younger. So let's get started. The first spot is going to be the chain. If you can see, the chain is already broken from an area. The leather of it is pretty beaten up, and at the same time the metal is full of silvered spots, and it really makes this bag look old. The very first step you have to do is to remove the leather from the arms where it's already loosened, and I'm going to take it out of that one step at a time. I took the leather off. As you can see, it's filthy. I'm not sure if it's visible how filthy it is, and sticky somehow. This used to reside with this on people's bodies when they're sweaty in summer, so it makes sense. Now it's time to clean this piece. All you will need is a cleaner for leather. I buy them from the local leather goods store. You can wear gloves, but I like to use my hands. I'm gonna take the foam in my hands like this, and I'm gonna go through the strap like that, crunch it, and work the soap through everywhere. I'm gonna take a bucket of water like this and a microfiber towel. Squeeze the towel really, really, really well. And you're gonna go through this. You're gonna take off the soap like that. It's time for conditioning. And all I will do is I'm going to massage the conditioner on the leather like this. And you will feel the leather getting soft and flexible again. This is really like a spa moment for the leather. I will leave this before coloring it. I'm also going to color it like the bag. But before coloring, you need to leave this for a little bit to, you know, be conditioned and rest from the tension. But I didn't attempt to clean and condition the leather inside. So for this one, I will be using my brush. This brush is from a brand called Solitaire, and it's Ross Hair 100%. What I will do, I'm going to spray the clean solution here, and then take my brush and go at it, scrub at the leather. And now for the conditioner. I'm going to add the conditioner and wipe it with one of those microfiber towels. definitely protective gloves. The first step for electroplating is cleaning the metal properly. And for that, there is something called degreaser. So it removes grease from the name. You don't soak the item in it. You just simply take a paper towel like this, soak the piece in it like this, close it, and clean the metal from both sides like that. To gold plate using electrolysis, you would need the machine, which looks like this. The science class, red goes in positive, black goes in negative. You use a stainless steel material in order to transfer the current from one side to the other. There is a video I'll link down below for a guy explaining. This is the gold. It comes in liquid as I explained. You're going to pour the liquid into this. So with your hands, I mean, bare hands. As you can see, the bag itself is looking gorgeous. The leather is so shiny. This is what happens only, as I said, when you wash and condition the leather and you put inside the bag cloth or cotton to reform the leather. And as you can see, there is very minor indentation here. I'm going to attempt to repair that indentation, and the handles, like after gold plating them, it looks already perfect. For coloring, what you will need is the following: a leather preparer and deglazer. The brand is not important, but this is the one I'm using. It's Angelus. I'm going to put all of this in my Amazon storefront so you could easily find it. This is important to have. Second important thing to have is, of course, the color. There are different types of finishes. The one I have is this. It's a satin finish. This is not shiny leather finish, and this is not also matte. It's in between. I will also be using some leather brushes. There are different methods for coloring, but I'm going to use the brush method. So I heard many things about steaming leather, and I am not so sure if it's a good idea, but this is a pillowcase, double-sided, and this is the strap. I'm going to put the strap like that, cover it, and I'm going to attempt to steam iron it. So now this is a little bit better, straighter, and can be really colored better. Take it on a cotton swab like this and start going, as they said, on a circular motion on the handles to remove any finish. This looks ready. Let's test on this side the color. I assume a pure beige is not a bad idea. I'm gonna probably start with the bottom. I will use the fabric again, the deglazer, to remove the finish. And we start. By the way, you guys, I'm currently taking again Saxenda, which is like Ozempic and Wegovy and all of these viral things. By the way, I was prescribed them way before the hype. So now this hype is driving me nuts because I can't find them when I need them. I am prescribed them because of my PCO, and, you know, I gained back some kilograms. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much because it gets me emotional. But if you want a video about that, let me know also in the comment section. See, when you stay into a video till the end, you get all the juices. If you skip through, you don't. Does anyone else actually realize this? It's been an awakening recently online. People are realizing that we have been robbed of color everywhere. Fashion, closets, homes, planes, cars. There is no character anymore. And I mean, as a designer, I can see that, but also I cannot judge because I was a designer for systems that are meant to not distract you because they are for doctors, hospitals, stuff like that. Currently, I'm working on cars, but still car systems are supposed to mimic buttons and you're supposed to focus. Did you know that I'm a car system designer? Fun fact, yeah, YouTube is not my only job. Social media is actually not my main job. I didn't make it my main job for so many reasons. I wanted the freedom to share what I think is correct and my true opinion and not be influenced by, oh, this is paying for my food today, or yeah. I hope you guys appreciate that actually. Do you think you would want me to be more like dedicated to the channel and to posting? And of course, if I'm full-time, the positive out of it, I will be more frequently posting. Sometimes, you know, my head thinks that if I dedicated a longer period of time and focused only on my social media, I would have grown so much. Let me know what you think. And finished the first coat of the bag coloring. I almost had a feeling that I ruined the bag yesterday, but look at her from the inside. This is how it looks. And from the bottom, from the sides, just one coat of paint is enough to hide most of the discoloration that was in the bag. The inside is a little bit yellowish, still beige, but it's not that far from the final color I painted, which made it a much easier job because I don't have to touch the inside coloring at all. I could keep it the way it is. And also I've been researching which type of model this is, and I realized this is the Chanel Vintage Zero Series. I don't know why it's called that. And it's a single flap in the 80s. This lady is born in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s max, and look at the quality. It withstands time. Of course, I'm going to add another coat of paint now so that the color in certain areas is fully opaque. You don't have to do this at this point in order to preserve also the leather being quite soft. Let's continue. You just have to make sure that it completely dried before you do a second coat, exactly like you are doing a manicure. So now I finished the bag. I washed the brush. I'm gonna use it to apply the satin finish. We are finally back. As you can see her in her glory. Guys, I'm so excited. This, after coloring and after conditioning the leather, she looks absolutely stunning. As you can see, if I show you here a comparison between the staining we had on the sides and how it was bleeding through, we had also a couple of stains at the back. She looks brand new and I'm living for it. Now it's time. I'm going to attempt gold plating this, and this again, and also the circuits here, but using a different method. The one we used for this chain was the dipping method, and now I'm going to use the brushing method. For this, I'm using this pen here for the gold plating, the plate to mix, and the same machine I used in the beginning. I just didn't turn it on yet. And as a first step, of course, we have to use this in order to make sure that we remove any fats or any finishes on the pieces. I'm going to try to be very careful how I do this without hopefully touching any leather. We don't want to upset the leather as much as we can. But again, I'm going to be doing this to make sure I remove anything that could interfere with that process. So what I will do is that adding this here on the spoolie itself, and we'll take the end connected to the pole here. But I'm basically rubbing the end here. Let's take a quick look. It looks pretty better. And then now this part, the Chanel. Now I will remove this completely. Ta-da! Maybe I do this and start feeding through the leather. Hours later, look at her in her glory once again. At this moment, I'm at the point where I need to stitch this. The main issue I'm facing right now is that all the pieces of thread I don't have the exact beige color. So it's either this one or it's this one. Probably I'll go with the lighter one. Before doing that step though, I want to attempt, as I said, doing something. Let's reveal her on top of black so that she comes back to life. As you can see, there is a little bit of a noticeable creases at the bottom. So we have our steam iron over here, and I'm going to attempt to steam this. What I will do is I will put the bag inside a pillowcase. I'll steam from far. This is how she looks like. Let's attempt to make that stitch so that we finish this project. So what you will do is that you will use a cotton thread. I'm going to take a long thread that I can have, and going through this, I will just pinch through and pinch through like that. And then you pinch through from the other side like this. Pull very slowly. We're going to cut the excess here. And then burn the bag. No, I'm kidding. But we're going to burn the stitches that are peeking through here. Just from far, you don't need to get super close. It's going to burn the stitch, and this actually worked perfectly fine. Let's do the same here. Look at that. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Look at her. The bag looks gorgeous, amazing. She looks new. Tell me, what do you think? Comparison. Bottom, sides, back without the handles themselves. If I put side to side right now, the comparison, I think you're in for a treat. So this is the bag after. Let me know if you enjoyed such a random video. I tried as much as possible to show you how I will bring this bag to life, and I cannot wait to style this bag in the upcoming videos. If you're interested to see my purchase process to such bags and how I score them, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see my entire bag collection, the updated one, let me also know in the comment section down below, and I will make a video like that. Like, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed.